Sweetie, your friend requested. You read a story about Princess Cinderella. Are you ready?
Of course, ma'am. I will be happy to tell them a short story about Princess Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful, kind-hearted girl called Cinderella, who lived in a far, far away land. She lived with her stepmother, Lady Tremaine, and two stepsisters, Anastasia and Drusilla. As her stepmother was not very fond of her, she had asked Cinderella to live in the attic. Two cute little mice named Gus and Jack and the chirping birds became her best friends in her new room. Her stepmother and stepsisters made her do all their household chores. Cinderella woke up early in the morning when it was still all dark to start the fire for their household. She cooked all meals, worked in the kitchen, and kept the fire going to warm their house. Poor Cinderella used to get ashes and cinders all over her clothes and body from the fire. People say her real name was Ella, but her stepsisters and stepmother called her Cinderella as she always had cinders on her clothes. Anastasia and Drusilla were arrogant and quarrelsome. They never happened to like Cinderella much and made her life miserable. They made her run on errands for them. Cooking, sewing, and cleaning were all done by Cinderella. Lady Tremaine enjoyed seeing Cinderella work so hard. She cunningly gave extra work to Cinderella, like asking her to bathe her cat, Lucifer. She did everything that she could to make Lady Tremaine, Anastasia, and Drusilla happy. One fine morning, the king's messengers came riding on their horses and announced that the king and the queen had invited all the maiden ladies of the kingdom to a royal ball. The king and the queen were to find the prince a lovely bride. The young ladies were overjoyed with this news. They started. Soon, the king's messenger arrived at Cinderella's home and handed over the invitation to the ball. Lady Tremaine now ordered Cinderella to stitch two beautiful new gowns for Anastasia and Drusilla for the royal ball. She kept Cinderella busy with more chores so that she wouldn't be going to the ball. Cinderella wished to go to the ball as well, so she found her mother's old dress from her trunk. She thought to herself that she could make the dress into a beautiful new one fit for the royal ball. Soon, the day of the royal ball arrived, and Anastasia and Drusilla were dressed up in the beautiful gowns stitched by Cinderella. Meanwhile, in the attic, Gus and Jack, the two little mice, and the birds had turned Cinderella's mother's old dress into a beautiful one. They had used the ribbons and beads thrown away by Cinderella's stepsisters to make Cinderella's dress. Cinderella was very happy to see her new dress done by the mice and the birds. She thanked her little friends and thought to herself that she could go to the ball now. But her stepsisters flew into a terrible rage when they saw her in that beautiful dress. They pulled out the ribbons and beads to destroy her dress. They ripped off the beautiful dress that Cinderella wore. Lady Tremaine did not stop her daughters. Instead, she watched them destroy Cinderella's dress. She left for the ball with her two daughters in a fine carriage, and Cinderella was left all alone in the house. She felt bad and went to the garden. She started to weep when she looked at her mother's dress ripped. She softly said to herself, "I wish I could also go to the ball." Suddenly, a fairy godmother appeared in front of Cinderella. She told her that she showed up to make Cinderella's wish come true. The fairy godmother touched Cinderella's head with her wand, and Cinderella was all clean and pretty right away. Her messy hair was tucked up nicely in a golden band. With another tap of the wand, Cinderella's dress was turned into a gorgeous gown. Cinderella couldn't believe her own eyes. She looked so pretty in that beautiful gown and the amazing glass slippers that the fairy godmother created for her. But she didn't have a carriage to go to the ball. So, the fairy godmother waved her magic wand on a pumpkin and turned it into a fine carriage for Cinderella. She tapped her wand on the little mice and turned them into Cinderella's carriage man. The fairy godmother told Cinderella to go to the ball and have fun. She added, "Remember, my child, all this magic spell will vanish at the stroke of midnight. Come back before that." That's part 1. A short story about Princess Cinderella. Look forward to video part 2 in the next video. So don't forget to press the like and subscribe button so you get information when I upload the latest video.